Good afternoon or evening, Speed Gaming 4, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to week 2 of the 4th season of the Link to the Past Randomizer League. This is FAD Keys week, which stands for Fake All Dungeons, or Faux All Dungeons if you want to be French about it. We'll be posting it in chat, but the idea is this is AD keys, but the Castle Tower keys are guaranteed vanilla, so should make things a little easier. Anyway, I'm Drossi. I'm here with Captain 1977. What are you thinking about our lovely FAD keys mode?
No, it's fine. Yeah, I think the idea is that a lot of people are complaining about, oh, I gotta find these Castle Tower keys. Oh my god, where are they? Why can't they just be vanilla? And, well, here you go.
Yeah, I mean, the first Castle Tower key, if you randomize them, unlocks the second chest in Castle Tower, but the second Castle Tower key, all it does is unlock Aghanim and Lumberjack. So it's
Right.
effectively an ice rod, only worse.
Yeah, I think the idea is that, it could give you like Dark World access at the beginning, but then again, if you don't need it, you could save it to the end right after you beat GT. It'll put you at the top of the pyramid, give you a nice health refill before you fight Ganon. So it's pretty good. I think it's a good mode. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and then you just have to remember that it only takes, a fire source and either Master Sword or Fighter Sword plus Cape to give you AGA access, so in terms of figuring out your Dark World access.
Exactly. You don't have to worry about the keys. So there we go.
And we haven't even talked about the runners, as, whoa, we find a hammer in Link's house here.
Hello.
But yes, these are two great runners, and I think this should be a really even matchup too.
I mean, these are two brothers that have done well in past tournaments, and should be interesting to see how their routes go. As one started at the Saint, one started at the Uncle, and we're gonna see an early Lumberjack check. It looks like on Dragon Strike's side.
Yeah, well, Nobly does the Uncle route. Live organ transplants, apparently.
Now, do we see Nobly take that hammer right into the front of Escape?
He may well, since he's walking out. He didn't save and quit after getting the bombs. And we also just saw a bloopy on Lumberjack, so unless we need Aga for that Dark World access, chances are we can leave it for the very end. Wow, that's swag there. That is some serious swag on Nobly's side. As we discovered that the tree pull is just single rupees.
However, the berry drop from the card is interesting. That means they're in the special prize pack.
Ooh, and half magic in the Thieves' Hideout.
We do see Nobly head into the front of Escape here with that hammer in hand. Should be fairly simple to go in. Dragon Strike going south route through Kakariko here.
Yeah, he's probably going to try to farm up some bombs. Little does he know that there are 3 in Uncle Chest.
And we find our first map of the game, Ice Palace map. It doesn't really matter what the crystals and pendants are. We got to do them all anyway, but it's good to know, like, which was the green pendant, which are your 5, 6 crystals. Just route those in later.
Sorry for the problems here with Dragon Strike's internet. Unfortunately, this is not the first time Dragon Strike has had some internet problems in a match.
We find a small key to Turtle Rock. Nobly makes his way down to Zelda's cell to fight the ball and chain guard, rescue her, and then the game's over, right? That's it.
Except there's no Zelda in the cell. Zelda comes pre-rescued here.
Oh. fun. I always found it funny that, like, you're trying to rescue Zelda, but she's just in Sanctuary the whole time, just hanging out.
And Nobly wants out. We're not going to do the Dark Cross and back of escape out of logic here.
I see a bottle on the library.
Yeah, that could be interesting if we get early boots and want to check Sick Kid. Sorry for the delay here. We're seeing if there's anything we can do to get Dragon Strike stream back. Though he is clearing out Kakariko, so we'll find out what he's gotten once Nobly does the same thing. Oh, must have got... Looks like he got a bottle somewhere. He has a good bee in it, too, so you can sell that to the bottle vendor for 100 rupees and get your money back. Looks like he's doing exactly that.
It's nice to find. Depends what he sold them. Maybe he sold them the bee.
Well, that's always funny. Every so often, the bottle vendor will sell you a bottle with a good bee in it, and then you sell the good bee right back and get your money back. So that's quite a bit of money in Blind's Hut there.
Map to Thieves Town. We also got 2 small keys to Ice Palace in Blindside. That's both of them.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting to get it so early. I mean, it's still going to be several items before we have logical access to Ice Palace. Bottle vendor's just selling us arrows at a ripoff.
Small key to Mire in the Well. Lots of money now. More money. We find the first big key to desert. That's interesting.
That's always a good one because that can be really annoying because it only locks Landmos in the big chest. So that can often be a go mode item, almost as bad as an Ice Rod hunt. Of course, we don't know. Well, it's AD anyway, so we're going to have to beat desert.
Yeah. And there was the bottle in the chicken hut. And nobody gonna follow suit and go ahead and sell it to the bottle vendor. Kakariko pretty dry in terms of items here. Not a lot going on.
Yeah, maybe the South Shore will prove better, since we didn't really get much out of the front of escape either.
You see, Nobly is doing something that a lot of runners do. They blind check the race game because it's probably going to be something, especially how dry Kakariko was. It's probably going to be a pretty good item. It's just bombs.
So much for that. But yes, I agree with your sentiment.
Uh, yeah, because there's so many keys out there. It's probably going to be some kind of key. It could be like a good item, but this case, no. Never mind.
Yeah, so we'll see what Dragon Strike found in the dam and South Shore as Nobly now checks those places.
Oh, there's our glove. Okay. So we are at Moon Pearl away from Dark World access.
Yeah, that's always nice to get early.
It's always nice to see Hammer Glove before Moon Pearl because you probably thinking we're probably not gonna have to do Aga first.
Ooh, and Nobly being a bit unorthodox here, going over to Aegina. You sometimes see runners doing this meta. Dragon Strike, taking the glove and checking the back of Escape. So with Nobly saving and quitting out of here, I wonder if he'll do back of Escape next as well.
Compass to GT.
Now, one interesting improvement we should say about maps and compasses in the latest release, if you have the map to a dungeon in Key Sanity, when you enter the dungeon, there'll be a little C or a P next to your magic meter to tell you whether it's a crystal or a pendant. So since this is all dungeons, you'll see runners looking at their maps a lot less, and they'll just go in, and if there's a C or P next to it, they'll know what it is.
And not important in this mobile oh, mushroom.
That explains why Dragon Strike's heading where he is.
And a small key to pod, the first of 6 that we can find for pod. Technically, you can clear it with 4 or 5-ish. And, oh, there's the Moon Pearl on the mushroom.
Well, I guess we needed that mushroom. Not gonna scum it. And looks like Nobly's going the same way, so he's not even doing his South Shore checks. He'll get the Moon Pearl, might go straight through the Dark World without doing South Shore.
Yep, probably head straight to Hype Cave, which looks like Dragon Strike's going to be doing here as well. Yeah, the game's easy. Just go to where all the items are and just have Dark World within the first 10 minutes of the game. It's fine.
So it looks like Nobly, I guess, is gonna do his South Shore checks first. Dragon Strike checking Stumpy here. So he's doing kind of the standard route that ends with Dig Game, just some cash on Stumpy. Nice bomb strats there by Nobly. Guess Mini Moldorm Cave is Compass Cave today. And a Fire small. Another interesting set of smalls to be getting early, because it takes a lot to use them, and they only lock the fire side anyway. That is a lot of digs on Dig Game today, all for a bloomerang.
I'll be taking a long walk over here to Ice Rod Cave. See if we find anything interesting. Watch out for those crabs. They hurt. Right, Ice Rod Cave incoming. We have 100 rupees. And he is walking out. He might take a fake flipper here. Now you got the Moon Pearl in hand. You can check the Waterfall Cave. You got the Zora money.
Meanwhile, Dragon Strike heading for CAC Portal here.
Oh, that's our desert access.
Ooh, out of logic. So unless we get like Mitts and Flute and Mirror, Desert is flippers locked.
Ooh, there's the big key at Zora Ledge.
And we don't really have the items for a Ancilla glitch to Splash Delete to actually get that big key yet.
Well, Zora gives us the flippers. Oh.
Nope.
It looks like Numbly is gonna walk out of Zora area. Probably gonna take the portal back down the hobo.
And while Dragon Strike is a bit frozen here, for those of you who might have not catched it, he did find that Bombos you can see on his tracker in the brewery.
Yeah, Bombos is I think the most interesting medallion because it could be needed for Ice Palace, not just TR or Misery Mire entrance. So as we find the map, the Misery Mire there.
Right, some runners have the belief that fire locks fire, so if you get an early Bombos like this, there's a greater chance that Fire Rod itself is in Ice Palace.
Yeah. The hobo gives us 20 bucks. Dragon Strike checking the first floor here in Thieves Town. Can't go any further, don't have the big key.
Yeah, so Death Warp out, keep exploring the village. I don't think we've seen C-shaped house yet. Once we're sure the Dragon Strike's stream is stable, we'll pause nobly for half a minute to sync them. Ooh! So our 5-6 crystals...
Oh!
Yeah, what was...
We found Mitts in the C-shaped house.
Okay, I saw something gold. I wasn't sure if it was Mitts or a big key.
Yeah.
Yeah, so our 5-6 crystals are Ice and Swamp today, and then we also know that Thieves is a regular crystal. And Hype Cave does give us a bug net.
Mitts and Ham, we're going to check hammer bags right away.
Makes sense. Probably grab the Smith, too.
Yeah, can't really do any dungeons right now. Get a hercutator out of hammer pegs.
And hopefully with our runners now synced, we should have clear streams for the rest of the race.
Hey, get a look at the bumper ledge. We got $20 on the bumper ledge.
Not going to be needing that cape today.
As we dip into the front of Skull Woods.
Actually, I shouldn't say not going to be needing that cape. We could wind up with like Spike Cave access and.
True.
So Nobly will be finding his bloomerang after like 20 digs.
Putting that bloomerang to use.
Nobly thought about not even taking it. Bloomerang gets no respect.
You did that many things. You take the bloomerang.
And then because this is Key Sanity, Dragon Strike's heading over to steal a key from under this pot so that he can better route the front of Skull Woods.
Nice. Tie me there with the wall master getting grabbed and take it back to the exit.
Yeah, nice free elevator ride.
And I'll be heading to the Eastern Palace area. We're gonna find out what's in Sahasrala's closet. Maybe check out the front of Eastern Palace. Let's see.
Yeah, here's some Sphere 1 checks we still haven't seen.
Okay, we got green pendant, well, Eastern Palace. Okay.
Oh, vanilla green pendant, why not? There's our second pod key. Actually, I guess Dragon Strike already has 2 pod keys from a different source.
Hey, there's a sword.
Yeah, that's nice to find 20 minutes in. You're starting to wonder where the swords are.
And we got a vanilla small key there in Skull Woods.
Because of course.
And not much else going on. So, but sword is nice.
Actually, I think if you want to get technical about it, the compass and the small key swapped places, but...
Yeah.
Our tracker 2C, and shoutouts to him, is informing us that Dragon Strike's second small key was in Thieves Town, so we know where 3 pod small keys are.
Yeah, it's interesting. Nobly getting bullied by the cannonballs there in Eastern. As Dragon Strike makes his way to Uncle, probably gonna head to the front of Escape. Not find too much though.
Ooh, our second fetch quest item, Shovel in Eastern. And we spoke too soon about Dragon Strike's stream. Oh well. So, what are we thinking in Eastern here? This checks out of logic, and of course, we can't do the last two checks without the big key.
Yeah, we have to wait to see whether that shovel is gonna lead to anything.
Yeah, with Nobly doing Desert a bit out of logic, with Nobly getting that book out of logic, I'm wondering if he's at all inclined to try Desert.
Oh, we got to the rock spot.
Well, we'll need that.
Okay, and he is gonna go check the shovel right away. Oh, another pod key. So that's 4 that we know of now. And it looks like Nubbly is gonna head up to Kakariko through the portal here. Probably check Skullwood, Thieves Town, possibly too. And if he checks Thieves Down, which he probably will, he'll have 4 pod small keys, which gets him pretty far in the pod.
Okay, so just to explain what's going on here with Dragon Strike's stream, he's dropping frames like crazy. It's his internet. He even titled his stream Frame Drop League Race. So, with all the drop frames, he gets a little further and further behind. So his own stream is only at about 2430 right now because he's dropped so many frames. So we have two not very good options. Either we keep slowing Nobly down to get him at the same point as Dragon Strike, or we have a slideshow from Dragon Strike. So I recall there wasn't anything in here. Nope, just a shield. Plastic shield counts as nothing, right?
I would call it nothing. We see the Bambos there, the brewery. We already do that.
Okay, what's Nobly gonna check now? Presumably find his mitts in C-shaped house. As Dragon Strike's approaching Eastern here, so he'll do those checks that Nobly's been doing. As the runners retrace each other's footsteps, Nobly through Skullwoods and Dragon Strike through Eastern, this is a good time to remind you to give them a follow.
So, where do we go from here at this point? No clear direction, really.
I mean, Bolus Pod? We still don't have any sort of fire source, so that kind of limits us, and I'm starting to wonder if Bolus Pod may be the answer. Looks like that's what Nobly's going for.
I think with those 4 small keys in hand, he's thinking there should be something here.
Right. I mean, it's weird. Like, Death Mountain is out of logic without either the lamp or the flute, and even if we could get there without either the hookshot or the mirror, we'd only have a couple of checks.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Pod and Catfish, and we're kind of running out of locations. I don't think we've seen Pyramid Ledge, have we?
No, we haven't. I believe Dragon Strike's take it the same way. Maybe gonna check the pyramid out of the way. Also, to know, Nubbly did buy a red potion in Kakariko earlier, so he could do a potion glitch, check the Moloch side. Like, you could do pretty much every check except for Helmasaur. So, we'll see if anything turns up to be here in Pod. You see him cycling through his items to make sure he still has that potion. Okay, it's gonna skip the big key chest for now.
Yeah, when you only have a few pod keys, you want to be careful on how you use them.
Mm-hmm.
So usually the harmless Hellway and big key chest are kind of the last things you check. Without the bow, we are using the potion glitch to unlock the camera here, and, well, the gorillas are out of sight, out of mind. Door opens. Easy.
Well, locked heart container, yay. Ooh, hookshot's interesting though. That's okay. That's gonna get us up part of the Death Mountain. Out of logic still.
So now we head to the back. Hammer Yump is really key here in Key Sanity because it saves you a key if you don't have to open that door on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Fire Rod. So now we have back of Skull Woods.
Yeah, that puts Ruby Base right here in logic as well.
Also true. Also puts Dark Cross in logic.
There it is.
We still can't beat the dungeon without a big key, but it is nice to see that bow.
Oh, never mind. Hookshot's back in logic.
And Nobly is going to do this, so he's orphaning the vanilla big key chest because you want to save that last small key for getting to the boss if you should, say, find the big key in the dark maze.
It looks like he has it lined up correctly, and it's good.
So the dark maze is out of logic without the lamp, but these runners don't care about the lamp.
Logic schmagic.
Helma King is also out of logic without the lamp.
Oh.
So there is a logically lamp-locked mirror.
Well, just give us all the Dark Mountain access there in Pod.
Yeah, this makes Death Mountain out of logic a very attractive play. You just have to assume the lamp is somewhere obnoxious and it'll turn up eventually. But by Nobly walking out of here, I'm assuming he's going to do Pyramid Legend Catfish first. Okay, we're going to try to do one final resync here, and now that Dragon Strike seems not to be dropping frames like crazy anymore. And see if we can't get these two runners back in line.
And Nobly making his way up to the pyramid. Gonna see what we got on the ledge today. Dragon Strike trying to make his way to the top chest of the Dark Maze. Gonna find that mirror, hopefully.
Just a vanilla piece of heart on the pyramid. But we are mirroring, probably this is a dark cross-check. Well, I don't know what else it could possibly be back here.
Early Aga play, anyone? Kind of hard to with just a fighter sword, though. So.
Yeah, we'd have trouble getting in.
Yeah. Oh no! And did he get the mirror? Okay, he got the mirror. Okay, I thought he didn't get the mirror for a second. He got it.
Yeah, I trust both these guys to have cleared out Pod to the best of their ability.
Okay.
Look at their very equal trackers, considering they've done basically all of the same things. Where did Nobly get an extra pod key that Dragon Strike didn't, I guess, is the only question. Oh, it was probably next to the, whatchamacallit, probably next to the book, because Dragon Strike never did the flippers checks out of logic. So Dragon Strike taking his Fire Rod, he's going to finish off Moth here. Not a bad idea. Technically out of logic until you find all 3 Skullwood Smalls, but who cares about Skullwood Smalls? I mean, you have to really be trying to waste keys to lock yourself out of Moth. Not that I haven't seen people do it. But I'm wondering then, which of these runners will hit Death Mountain first?
Yeah, Death Mountain's looking like a really strong play right now.
It's also making me wonder, where's Logic intending for us to go, or does Catfish have to have something? Because the Mirror's out of logic without Lamp, Death Mountain's out of logic without either Lamp or Flute. Catfish has Lamp?
Nope.
No. So what are we missing for logical progression here? Bridge Chest? Did Dragon Strike do Bridge Chest, or is he going straight for Moth? I was watching Nobly. Captain, did you notice?
No, I didn't notice if he did the bridge chest yet.
Oh, okay. Our tracker's saying Bridge Chest didn't have anything. Graveyard Ledge is out of logic because the mirror is logically lamp locked.
So Moth might have something of value here.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I mean, Nobly should be getting that. If he wants to do something back here, he should be getting that big key using Splash Delete.
It was not nothing. It was Ice Rod, though. It's not what we're looking for, though.
I mean, we'll need it eventually, though it's kind of hard to miss since you do have to beat Moth eventually, and that is a blue pendant. Oh, right, Smith Chains in Logic. That's probably where the logical progression is. We haven't seen that yet. So there's probably some, like, Lamp in Purple Chest or something.
Mirror in hand, it's not too bad, but nobody says, I'm good, I'm just gonna go up there anyway.
Right. Just because we know that the Lamp puts the mirror in Logic, the Lamp puts Death Mountain in Logic, there can't really be that many places where it could be. And looks like both of our runners are going up Death Mountain now.
Yeah, too many checks up here not to check it now.
Well, nice thing about having both mirror and hookshot is you get your choice of how you want to route Death Mountain. I probably would have gone up on the left so that I could then come down Spiral Cave and then up through Paradox Cave and then finish in Spike Cave, but we'll see how these runners do it. They might be putting off Spike Cave because it's not in logic.
Alright, first check the Paradox Cave is not a lot.
And also worth noting, even though we haven't found any Hera keys, that hookshot will let us Herapot and get to Moldorm that way.
Yeah, another useful tech there, the Herapod. Oh, there's pod spawn number 5. And pod spawn number 6.
Okay, so something could be in Big Chest now. The Big Key Chest, Pod Big Key Chest is fully in logic, as Nobly backs up a bit too much.
Very interesting.
Or maybe even remember that, oh yeah, I have that mirror portal, I don't actually want to do that bomb jump. I like Nobly's routing better than Dragon Strike's here.
Yeah, I like using the portal there at the bottom, then you can walk out, check the Dark Mount, Super Bunny Cave. That's what I was thinking of. There we go.
Hey, there's our flippers that put book in logic. Ooh, Swamp Small, that's important.
That's a very important key, yes. That's
We can now full clear Swamp except for the big chest. Dragon Strike opening Turtle Rock while he's here, but we don't have Cane of Samaria, so we can't go in.
we getting the save information. Okay, both going in the hookshot cave around the same time. Got the big key to. Well, okay.
Moldorm in logic now.
Oh, we got another big key to Skull Woods. Ugh.
That's actually good for Nobly. He's going to have to go back there to beat Moth. Dragon Strike has less of a reason to go back there.
That's true. Floating Island was just a piece of art, I believe. Yep. And we can check Spiral Cave.
So now I don't like Nobly's routing so much because then you've gone back down. What are you going to do? Go all the way across and then up the left side? That seems kind of inefficient.
You could save and quit to the old man, then walk back up, I guess, but...
Yeah.
Still seems kind of slow either way.
Yeah, once you're up there, I probably would have done Hera, and Nobly has the book. He could check Ether Tablet, but I guess he is saving and quitting to Old Man, as you said. Ooh, another big key on Spec Rock. For those of you who saw who was it? Bentizi versus... I forget. There was a race yesterday, though. Bentizi just didn't check the top of Spec Rock, and Meyer Big Key was there.
Yeah. This time it's the Ice Palace.
Yeah, logically required, but as long as you can bomb jump or icebreaker, it only actually locks the big chest.
Of course, Nobly could do an extra check here. He can check to see what's on the Ether Tablet. Oh, there's the boot. Ooh. Okay, we got speed now.
Okay, nothing doing on Ether Tablet.
So that's gonna hopefully make the Harapod a little bit easier.
Yeah, nice job by Dragon Strike there. I love the hook speed Harapod. You know, it's just so elegant.
Thank you, Rick, for the
do,
nice.
do we have to acknowledge Rick?
It's in my contract, so yes. Okay, both brothers getting the nice Harapod. Gonna be able to check the big chest, and I think we already saw it though. Okay, we're headed into Moldor. We have hammer in hand. Should be 3 quick hammer hits, and we'll have our first dungeon completed. Or second one for Dragon Strike. Excuse me.
And that's the worthless GT map, but a crystal, so that's gonna be the first crystal for both runners.
Ooh. Oh! Oh, nicely done there. Almost falling down that middle hole there. And is nobody gonna check Spike Cave here out of logic? I believe he bought a potion before coming up here, so yeah.
Yeah, he's got blue goo, so he can just cheese it that way.
And the flippers were in Super Buddy Cave, I believe. Yeah.
There's our Tower of Hera map. Now we know it's a crystal.
Good thing we know now.
But yeah, Swamp definitely seems like the play, given that we got the flippers and the small P up there. But Nobly is not going that way. Oh, he's gonna do like Hobo, I guess. And I don't think we saw Hylia Island, did we? Just bombs. Oh no, he's going straight for that big key on Zora Ledge.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's
No, I'm
oh
wrong again.
oh we're getting an early ice ballast dip here. Okay.
Yeah, we have all the keys, we have the flippers, we have the fire rod. This is 100% in logic. Well, notwithstanding the missing lamp. But yeah, Swamp has a lot more chests than Ice. I wonder if this is Nobly thinking, well, Dragon Strike probably went to Swamp, so I'm going to do something different in case this gives me a leg up. Maybe he'll find a better sword here, which could make the Argus fight quite a bit easier.
You know what they say about Swamp? That there might be a sword in it. Of course, no cane in hand. Can't do the icebreaker, so gotta go along the long way, but our runners are more capable.
Dragon Strike, interestingly, doing left side before Compass Chest. I see this occasionally.
Good old-fashioned IPBJ. Nicely done there. Still got it.
To answer chat, Nobly has a bottle of green goo that he got in Dark Cross.
Get on the bomb diver down here. There we go.
Yeah, nicely executed diver down by Dragon Strike. Nobly remembering to pull the tongue, which a lot of runners are now out of the habit of doing.
Okay. Oh, there's the thief sound big.
Yeah. Now the question is, do you go in there without the Thieves' Town small end or in the big chest?
I was gonna laugh if that was the thief sound small key in the next round.
Yes, I was thinking that as I was saying it, that I could look like a fool. Ooh, there's Ether left side swamp. We don't know if we need that for Meyer yet.
I believe that was Quake, but yeah.
Sorry, when I said Ether, I meant Quake.
Yeah, I knew what you meant.
Oh, there's the Thieves' Town small, so you're right, Captain. I was just gonna look silly.
Okay, so Thief sounds completely completable after this, so interesting to see. So he can do that whole Skullwood, Thief sound all in one go here, it looks like. And we got another big key, the Turtle Rock.
Definitely gonna need that. And at this point, I think when you go back and do Skullwoods and Thieves' Town, now that you have the mirror, you also do the Smith Chain. You can loop in Cave 45 and a Bombos check, even. And then wind up at Swamp. So this could work out quite well for Nobly. And you can see those little letter C's to the left of the magic meter for both runners that we were talking about earlier. They have the maps, so we know that both of these are crystals.
Normally down to 3 hearts here.
In fact, I believe we already knew that these were both 5/6 crystals.
Ooh, there's the big key at Eastern and Swamp as well. Hey, there we go.
Okay, so ice definitely paying off for Nobly here.
Oh, there's the K to Samaria and Swamp.
Yeah, so I hope Dragon Strike isn't baited up the map. Well, he didn't get the big key to Turtle Rock over out of ice, so presumably he's not, but...
What was I saying about Swamp and Swords? I meant Ice Palace.
Nice planning on Nobly's part. He's grabbing a couple of fairies here and catching one with the bug net. And this Argus fight is definitely going to be easier for Nobly, even if he only has the Master Sword. It's a single spin. You don't have to be so precise to get the double spin, but Dragon Strike is doing a great job with those double spins.
Excellent work using the sword beams there on Cold Stare. Fire Rotted Head just gonna try to burn down these puffs to Cold Stare and runs out of magic, unfortunately. And oh, there we go. Nicely done.
Perfect timing.
Find the big key to Mystery Mire on Argus and 10 Earls on Cold Stare. Simultaneous boss kills. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, so now it makes you wonder where the flute is because we have everything else we need for Meyer. I mean, technically only 2 small keys rather than 3, but who's counting? So now Nobly's gonna go grab that big key. And then I would expect him to, like you were saying, do the whole Skullwoods Thieves' Town thing. So what are we still looking for? We need a pod pod big, rather.
Need the GT big.
Right, and we need a flute. And Meyer could still be ether.
Right. And that's how I was saying we need GT big. We find the GT big on the ledge. So, yeah, finding the GT big key outside of Ganon's tower is pretty big. That means unless you're looking for items for a pendant dungeon, GT could be go mode. You just go right to the top. And we see the runners swap places here. Dragon Strike going to the Ice Palace, Nobly going to the swamp. So
I'm surprised by this play on Nobly's part. I think it would work out better for him if he did Skull Woods and Thieves Town and Smith Chain, and then just kind of wound himself up at Swamp.
maybe he's gonna, do the swamp here. He's gonna check Bobo's tablet and all that in reverse order, maybe. But who knows?
Well, since we're not going to get any new progression for a bit, the runners are just retracing each other's steps. Let's get a prediction, which we now have plenty of time for in chat. Pod big key or flute? What's going to be our next big break? Nope, he's got to watch his health. Oh yeah, Dragon Strike is having quite a bit faster of a time in Ice Palace thanks to that Samaria. I was just thinking, how did Dragon Strike get over to the right side so quickly? And then I realized, oh yeah, he can Icebreaker.
Be nice. It's a nice breaker.
To answer chat, Turtle Rock Big Key is here in Ice.
Yep. And there it is.
Nobly also doing left side, so back on even footing. If Meyer is Quake, neither of them will be screwed. If Meyer isn't Quake, they've both wasted the same amount of time. Nobly having a bit of trouble with his diver down setup here. And he's basically committed to diver down because he already flooded the key.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, just for reference there, if Nobly had run out of bombs, he would have not only had to leave the room to get more bombs, he would have had to have left Swamp and left the overworld screen that Swamp is on to reset that room and retrieve the key.
Yeah. You see the difference. Both runners, that Icebreaker makes their Dragon Strike's already done with Ice Palace. It's quite a big difference where you get Icebreaker.
Yeah. Especially when you're doing a full clear like these runners did. Though Dragon Strike hasn't been to Zora area yet, so he'll be getting his book and his GT Big Key.
Although the book is still not in logic without a lamp or a fire rod. Or, I mean, flue, excuse me.
And we basically know one of those two items must be in Smith Chain. I'm thinking more likely the lamp because the lamp also logically locks the mirror. And the mirror in turn is logically locked by all 6 pod small keys, and we found the last ones on the mountain.
Mm-hmm. Hey, where does Dragon Strike go?
I'm guessing CAC portal here. We haven't actually seen Bonk Rocks, though.
That is true. You can do it. He just runs right by him.
Yeah, come to think of it, if you're starting from Stank there, King's Tomb and Bonk Rocks would be the obvious checks before going over to CAC portal, but oh well.
He could actually just run some like Bonk Rocks and King's Tomb and Graveyard Ledge all in one go here, but looks like he's
gonna check Skullwood's big chest.
Oh, okay.
And maybe even Ped. Nobly, despite having a better sword, is having a bit tougher of a time with Argus. Execution advantage definitely favoring Dragon Strike here a bit. So no Ped check from Dragon Strike, and yeah, you were right, Captain. He's doing the boot checks from the Dark World side so he can route in Graveyard Ledge.
And
I'm a little bit surprised he's going to this trouble now. I guess he figures now or never before doing Thieves Town.
And we can the Bobble Sabla check here on Nobly's side.
And now that we have a Master Sword, this will actually be a pull, not just a check.
Oh, he's going to take that right to the Desert Palace. We find the Spike Cave logic now with the blue cave on the ledge.
I find Desert to be an odd call here compared to Thieves. Because Desert isn't in logic without the small key, and if you do go straight for the back, then you're leaving 2 items on the right side. You know you're going to have to do Mire anyway. Really, the only way this pays off is if Desert has the flute. And I know we were doing so well with things being synced and poor Dragon Strike, but he is in Thieves Town now. Dragon Strike finding a piece of heart in Thieves Town attic. So this is kind of... Nobly gets a nice out here if Landmo has the flute. Otherwise, I'd say Dragon Strike's definitely in the lead at this point. So Desert just turning up junk.
Yeah, it feels like they could have brought that in with Meyer when they found the flute, but...
Wait a minute. Now I'm trying to piece things together. Dragon Strike just found the lamp in Thieves Town basement in Big Chest. Now we know the Thieves Town keys were in ice. Ice is logically locked behind the flippers. The flippers were on Death Mountain, so flute must be in Smith Chain.
Yeah, that's gotta be it, yeah. We did find the big key to Swamp after we beat it. Oh, there's... Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I was watching his stream because he was frozen, and I didn't realize that he had come back on the restream, so I was a little bit ahead.
Ah.
My apologies for spoiling it about 15 seconds early.
That's all right. So yeah, Smith Chain has to have something like the flute, or something leading to the flute.
Right, so if the... Did we ever check Dig Spot, actually? We got that shovel. I can't remember where the shovel was.
Numbly did check the shovel. It was in Eastern Palace. I don't remember it being anything important, though.
Hey, thank you to Iron Gamer for the raid. Oh, that was one of the many pod smalls.
That's
Thanks.
the one that Dragon Strike didn't have. Okay. And there's our pod big. Okay.
Okay, so that resolves that prediction. And Meyer is a crystal, we just saw on that map check. And I think Dragon Strike... Yeah, he's figured out that Smith Chain is incredibly likely to have the flute. I mean, maybe it'll have the powder and flute on Magic Bat, but I can't think of too many more possibilities for where the flute would have to be, given what we found on Death Mountain.
Mm-hmm. Son of the Smiths themselves, so purple chest?
I mean, gotta be. I can't think of anything else that, you know, would have been in logic before we went to Death Mountain. To answer chat, no, we can't fake powder because we turned in the mushroom for the Moon Pearl. That was kind of essential.
Just a gorgeous moth right there from Nobly, getting the ice rod for the shovels.
Oh, and a small key here. GT, okay. Second one, just makes routing a little easier. Now, we're assuming Purple Chest has the flute, but we will find out in about 10 seconds from Dragon Strike here.
Yeah, Swamp Big can't have the flute because the Swamp Big was in the back of. There it is.
Yep.
Swamp Big was in the back of Thieves Town, which was in Ice Palace with Flippers up on Death Mountain.
Now we activate the flute, go to Meyer, and find out if we're in go mode.
We did get a pet check there on Doubly side, but I missed it, unfortunately.
It was junk.
Oh. Sorry, chat, pet's dead.
Yeah, this could be a nice quick seed if Meyer is not Ether. So there's the duck. Going to get some potions first. Makes sense.
And I expect the flute rate to 6.
Oh, chat pointing out we are still short a Turtle Rock small key, though that could be in Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you don't check Lava Chest, you need 3 Turtle Rock Smalls. We have Quake for Meyer. Dragon Strike remembers that Quake doesn't harm murder dactyls.
So item-wise, we are in go mode. We're still missing a few keys, though.
And I don't know if we have Pendant versus Crystal information for Turtle Rock. So, if Turtle Rock is a pendant, there's a chance that both of the remaining small keys are in GT, which would be unfortunate. And so now it's like, how deep do you want to dig in Meyer trying to come up with a Turtle Rock small?
Dragon Strike, not wasting any time, just gonna head right to Vitreous.
Okay, Nobly's getting his lamp here, so let's see if he puts 2 and 2 together and figures out where the flute has to be.
And pretty nice fight there on blind. Got a little off script at the end. Gets the pod Bicky for his troubles. So if he read the seed correctly, he should do the Smith chain here.
And Dragon Strike is doing a Master Sword Vitreous fight. He's now at the point where he should be able to switch to bow and arrows, but he's still doing Master Sword spins. Now he switches to bow. Wow, Nobly really likes pounding those cuckoos.
Well, he shouldn't be standing there.
Okay, and now Dragon Strike's going into Meyer's shed. Hasn't really done the rest of Meyer. Oh, there's our cape. Not that we logically need it for anything.
Nice to have against Ganon. If we're gonna do Master Sword Silverless fight. That's about it.
Dragon Strike picking up his Cane of Burna from Desert Ledge. Yes, you can't take the chest to such horrible places like Cave 45. So Dragon Strike's basically go-moding dungeons. He did one check in Mire besides Vitreous, hasn't touched the front of Desert. You know, since chat's talking about small keys and Turtle Rock logical completion, I once saw, I think it must have been League last season, there was a Key Sanity race, and I think it was Pilot Spoiler Week, that a runner accidentally opened the door to go to Lava Chest, costing the key, and like his teammates were freaking out. And then the fourth key was in Lava Chest.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
Okay, Dragon Strike now doing Front of Desert, which we know is junk.
I think pretty much all we need right now is just a TR Spall.
Yeah. And if TR really is a pendant, that TR small could be pretty much anywhere short of Laser Bridge and Trinex. And I guess Lava Chest, well, or at least there has to be at least one TR small that isn't on Laser Bridge or Trinex or Lava Chest. So let's see what Nobly does here in Mire. Is he gonna go mode as well? No, he's routing the big chest first. Interesting. Oh
Oh
my!
no! Okay, well,
That's Nobly's go mode. Dragon Strike's either going to have to go back into Mire or find the other Turtle Rock Small.
That's really unfortunate for Dragon Strike. And Nobly not wasting any time, just gonna head right to the back to Vitreous. Just gonna clear out the dungeons. You get to go both GT, which feels nice.
Okay. Yes, chat talking about the Turtle Rock Small Key logic. I believe you can have a small key in on both Laser Bridge and Lava Chest because then Lava Chest is a key for a key.
Mm-hmm. It's really not likely that ever happens, though.
To answer chat, Dragon Strike checked Spike Chest in Mire and nothing else.
Yeah.
He's now checking Pyramid Fairy. I mean, he could get bailed out. There is one other small key to Turtle Rock. Oh, it looks like Nobly did not get Spooky Action Glitch here. Wait, so Dragon Strike didn't take the big red bomb for all that? Decided to do pod instead? That's kind of odd. One bomb for good measure, and then Nobly also using Master Sword spins. Nobly does have a fairy, just to remind you.
Good thing. I think that's why he was being a little loose with his.
So for those of you who came in late, Dragon Strike is dropping frames like crazy. Short of putting in some crazy delay, there's not much we can really do about it.
But yeah, pod's the final crystal, then TR is the pendant, which means that TR small can be anywhere. Even GT, so. Okay, there was the cape.
What's Nobly looking for? Tempered or silvers, I guess, since he's in the neighborhood, or does he not realize he's in go mode?
I mean, he did just go Bolt Myers, so maybe he's just hoping for another sword and silvers.
Yeah, I guess these are quick enough checks, and the amount of time gained by finding either tempered or silvers is, a couple of minutes. So it's worth doing checks that take 5 or 10 seconds. He has all these empty bottles, so he's getting some more magic. More potions.
And probably gonna head over to the Pod Eastern area and finish out those two dungeons. And we got Turtle Rock to go mode, which is really nice when you have all the keys already.
Oh yeah, not having to go to any of those side rooms is nice. I do wonder if he might check like Chain Chomp or Crystal Roller Chest since they'll be reasonably on the way.
You're rooting for Team Hime here. You're hoping that Turtle Rock Key shows up along the way.
Yeah, that final Turtle Rock small as Dragon strikes one out. Because he had a lead, and then, each of our runners checked one off chest in Misery Mire and nobly picked the right one off chest to check, and Dragon Strike picked the wrong one. Dragon Strike taking down Helma King here. And that is the map of Turtle Rock. It's a Turtle Rock dungeon item, but not the Turtle Rock dungeon item we're looking for. That is, however, the 7th crystal. So now both runners will mirror and finish off Eastern. Oh, nobly using hammer strats rather than bow strats. Interesting.
Yeah, you get that spin speed, increases your hammer hitbox, and it makes it a little bit easier to hit.
I was just thinking, though, since that's a little bit of a kamikaze type attack, we haven't found any mail upgrades.
That's true. Okay, well.
We've checked most of the world except for Turtle Rock and GT.
Let's see if Nobly decides to check the big chest here in Eastern.
Now, we're so out of sync. Remember that Dragon Strike is doing this 4 minutes earlier than Nobly. So he does have some buffer in which to find that small key, even though we're seeing them in the same place at the same time. So the question is really, can Dragon Strike find the remaining TR small key, or think to check Meyer big chest in 4 minutes or less of running around? To answer chat, yes, that's exactly why we don't shuffle the castle tower smalls, because it becomes like multiple ice rod hunts.
And nice quick kill there. The Armos gets the green pendant and gets a little arrow rebate there too. That's gonna help later.
Yeah, I'm guessing Dragon Strike might turn in that green pendant, hoping for the small key.
Hey, we say we quit. We're gonna head up the mountain. Hopefully, we'll see some kind of sword maybe along the way.
Yeah, sword or silvers. I mean, either one would dramatically quicken the Ganon fight. Oh, Dragon Strike going back through the portal. I wonder if he's just going to mirror again. But usually runners, think to put a... Oh, he's going back into pod to check the big chest and vanilla big key chest, and looks like based on his item count, he never did Harmless Hellway either. So this is where Nobly starts to make up his time difference if Dragon Strike can't find the Turtle Rock Small in here. Ooh. That's unfortunate. I probably would have had the hook shot out there. Dragon Strike doing Harmless Hellway first. We know that doesn't have anything.
You're not gonna check the Chops chest. Yes, it can be dangerous.
Yeah, you sure can't risk checking Lava Chest because if it's not a key for a key, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. Just hope muscle memory doesn't take over and opens the chest.
You do have to.
Yeah,
You do have to steal a key from the Pokies here.
yeah. Thankfully, it spawned far enough up where you didn't have to worry about the door.
And Pod Big Chest is just $20. Okay, we are doing Crystal Roller Chest. So the game's expecting you to go in here before you finish Skull Woods.
Nah. Big key chest and pod just haven't already cleared. So you still have to look out for a small key. Not gonna check laser bridge and TRs.
And nobly on Trinex. And this is one of those, you love to see it, we will not need to touch GT Basement and its 23 chests, or 23 checks, I should say. Nobly having a bit of trouble with Trinex here. Gets the two heads just before running out of magic. I believe it's 9 hits here, though. He gets credit for 2 with that opening spin. Oh, 10, okay.
Oh, nice.
What was it?
Silver's on Trinex.
Oh, nice. Okay. So now definitely less reason. I mean, Master Sword Silvers isn't great, but it's a lot better than Master Sword Silverless.
Okay. So we are gonna head to GT. We're gonna head straight to the top, defeat Agatu. Then we're gonna mirror out and complete Castle Tower.
And guess what? Dragon Strike was resyncing, but he's now showing 3 TR small keys. I don't know if the third one was on Green Pendant or what, but he is in Turtle Rock. He is behind, but only by a minute or two. And he also found Tempered Sword in the process, so
Really?
that could help him. Yeah, he's resynced his stream. Definitely gonna ask for a VOD after this. I'm sure he has one because he's had this problem before. He knows he needs to record a VOD locally. Um, and I'm curious where he got the third Turtle Rock Small and the Tempered Sword, but even though he'll, of course, get his silvers off of Trinex, Tempered Silvers is quite a bit faster of a Ganon fight than Master Sword Silvers.
Absolutely.
Maybe if nobody knows the Samaria buffering strat, which allows you to do 2 and 1 for the first 2 phases. He can make it not that much slower, but not that many runners know that strat. So let's compare gauntlet entry times and see how far apart they are.
Actually, chat brought up a good point. Looks like Dragon Strike has blue mail now too, as well.
Oh, it's hard for me to tell on Mega Man. Okay, so Nobly enters the gauntlet at 142.40. Yeah, so Dragon Strike's probably at least 2 minutes behind, so I think that should be enough of a buffer. Even Master versus Tempered, Nobly should have this if nothing goes wrong, which is always a big if in Rando.
Yeah, Dragon Strike have considerably more health than blue mail. Temper Sword, he's going to get silvers off Trinex. This could be an interesting race.
Yeah, just to recap where these teams are at, you can see Noble Foxes has 6 points. They're 2-0 already. Team Hime is 0-2. Team Hime lost a couple of fairly close races to WJP DTB, so I'm sure they really want this win. So if Nobly's current lead holds, and it's all because of that Turtle Rock small key, that's going to be unfortunate for Team Hime. Noble Foxes last week had a couple of wins by comfortable margins over Tanweer Farid All-Stars from Germany.
Well, Moldorm, BM Moldorm, not BM. There we go.
So, Dragon Strike does get a faster Trinex fight out of having the Tempered Sword.
And just as Trinex is, as Dragon Strike exits to the rock, nice pattern there to start for Nobly on Aga 2. And yeah, that was 3-2-1 there for Nobly on Aga 2 there. Very nicely done.
So now Nobly does need to climb Aga Tower, as we've discussed. The Castle Tower keys are vanilla, so he can just go and climb. So Dragon Strike entering the gauntlet almost exactly 3 minutes after Nobly. So that's Nobly's buffer that, again, barring like a Ganon fall or some serious problems doing a Master Sword Ganon, I don't see the difference between Master Silvers and Tempered Silvers being 3 minutes.
Oh my god, Salk into this dungeon in the dungeon. What?
Hey, and if you want to get some guesses in chat, how many blue balls will Aga have for us today? Number between 0 and 15. What are you thinking, Captain?
About 2. Let's go with 2. Nice
Two's,
friendly.
two's always a good one. I like 2. I'm going to say 4 just because no one in chat said it yet.
And first one is always going to be an energy ball. Start out with, and we there's one already. We got simultaneous sacrifice going on here.
This is not a nice Aga 1 fight already. Okay.
Okay, I still got a shot. Come on, you can do it.
Yes, anyone who guessed above 11 doesn't have a shot.
Nope. Okay. Ah.
There's our third as Dragon Strike takes down Aga 2.
Number 4.
And as always, Dragon Strike will have just as many blue balls as Nobly's having.
And Jossie knows it was 4.
Yay! It's chat's fault, actually. I picked it because I didn't see anyone in chat picking it.
Hey, here we go. Rude.
Yes, clearly you're supposed to knock on the ceiling before dropping in, right?
It's nice patterns here for Ganon so far. Able to get those double spins with the Master Sword. And that's the corner you want.
And he does get him on to phase 2, so that's a 3 cycle for phase 1. You might even get a 1 cycle for phase 2 here. Let's see. No, not quite.
Will we be at phase 3 now? Yep, there we go.
Yep, and he's got 2 blue potions, so he should be more than fine.
Okay, one more hit to get into phase 4. There we go.
Ooh, takes a hit there. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Doesn't get the torch glitch, but again, 2 blue potions, not really in trouble. Just needs to turn him blue, get a couple of arrows into him. Probably having trouble lining up here. But we do know that Dragon Strike's gonna have a nice long Aga fight just like Nobly did. Ooh, doesn't quite get that last hit. And torch out.
I think one more arrow should do it. And there it is.
Get your GGs in chat, folks. Nobly will cross and finish first with an official race time of 1:53.06.
Very nicely done.
And with Dragon Strike being a bit out of sync, 1:53.06 should be right around when he falls in and finishes the Ganon text. So in real time, he's seeing Nobly's dot done as he drops into Ganon, but he has tempered silvers. He's just going to play this out and at least make it close if he couldn't win it.
Yeah. Should have no problem getting the 1-1 here on Ganon.
Well, unfortunately, Dragon Strike's stream is momentarily offline to resync, so we will just tell you that he did go and finish the Ganon fight and got a nice fast tempered silvers kill, 154.35, so a minute 29 between them at the end of the day.
We are now joined by the winner of today's race, Nobly. GG.
Ah, GG. Whew, that was nerve-wracking. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was just the difference of the Meyer check. I'm sure you already talked about this, but checking that big chest in Meyer is kind of what just won you the match here.
Yeah, I saw that and heard it from Dragon Strike. I was like, wow, oh my.
Yeah, what made you think to particularly go for Meyer Big?
So, my early game was a bit of stressful afterwards, finding nothing in Eastern. Because as soon as I read that Eastern was a pen, I was like, okay, this is most likely going to be a double dip Eastern for progress somewhere, somewhat. And when I went in there and found nothing, it didn't feel great. So afterwards, I was like, okay. And then I was like left with like, okay, I have pod with 3 keys. Okay, I better go and do outcast and probably get a 4th key so I can do a little bit more. And when I got there, I was like, oh my, everything is just sitting here over in pod. So I was like, okay, we can go Ice Palace, but we have that like that whole juicy mountain. But lamp is what is lamp, right? So I went to mountain, found flippers, and then I was like, okay, that's the 5/6 crystal. I'll do ice first because I can full clear it. And there was also this welcome Dragon Psych, by the way.
Hello, GG's.
GG's. Yeah, and then there was this catfish play with the mirror. I was like, oh yes, I can finally get the big key. But for some reason, I didn't get the Ancilla correct, and it was stressing me out. So in the end, the logic caught up, and I was like very happy finding that lamp because that kind of pinpointed where the flute was. So it kind of made it easy for me to find the flute. And when I saw Quake for Meyer, I was like, okay, I just hope he skipped left side swamp so that will gain me some time for my for my mistakes since I did left side swamp. And I was like, okay, if this is showing me a crystal in the corner, I was like, okay, I have the option for GT, so I'll check the big chest because I don't want to go over to the left side and flip the switch, and then I'll check the spike chest and then the bridge chest. And when I saw the small key to TR there, I was like, hey, wait, what? What do I do now? Okay, let's go to left, abort mission, run.
Yeah, it was a very, very clean run, though. For all Dutches to finish sub 2 hours like that, that's very well done. Probably glad to see the silvers on Tridex anyway. Couldn't find another sword.
I mean, I wasn't too worried about swordless master sword silverless, but it sure helped out to calm the nerves. Which also meant I didn't want to check GT for any swords, because I was gonna do like a hope room and do every chest in the climb. But when I found silvers, I was like, okay, if I have only 1 key, I'll go and pick up the key and go DM room. But since I had 2 keys, I was like, okay, just climb, just. So yeah, it was very interesting. I was a little bit worried though about him being ahead and done more like out of logic checks, like checked with the boots, done the boots checked, found a sword upgrade until I found silvers. I was like, okay, master sword silvers, it's fine. But the other one is okay.
So Dragon Strike, I think we're all curious since you were dropping frames. What did you wind up doing after you checked Pod Big Chest and Harmless Hellway and Vanilla Big Key Chest there? We didn't see where you actually got your third Turtle Rock Small Key or your Tempered Sword from.
My third Turtle Rock Small Key was in GT behind Ice Armors, and my first sword was in Random Room.
Wow.
Wow. So GT basement, you did quite a chunk of it. I see how it is.
Yep, I full cleared GT basically.
Wow.
I feel happy with my skips. I mean, if Lamp, here was my thought at going into Thieves Town. I'm not touching Smith Chain. I'm not doing Smith Chain right now. I'm gonna go and do Bonk Rocks, Graveyard Ledge, and King's Tomb with my boots. And then Lamp was in Big Chest, which like, okay, that means that flippers are locked. Mountain is completely locked. That means that boots are off limits. That's off limits. Okay, that leaves Smith Chain. Okay. Because Mirror was lamp locked, Mountain was lamp locked, boots were lamp locked. So it eventually just ended up with me finding the flute very quickly at that point. Otherwise, I would last locate that Smith Chain basically. Because I was like banking on lamp being on Smith Chain, to be honest.
That's what I was thinking too.
So when I got the lamp, I was like, okay, then the flute is on Smith Chain then. Easy.
Yep.
Yeah, wasn't too much left in logic when you guys went to Death Mountain out of logic, and you were doing that at the same time.
Yeah, optionally, I was gonna skip Hera as well to go Ice Palace because I didn't have the big key to Hera, and then I found the big key to Hera. So I thought,
Of course.
Well, we better just go clear Hera then. We have the big key. It's in logic now. It's fine. So, yeah, it was fun. Definitely one of my better route-wise seeds, like following logic and like trying to keep up with the game. At least we don't have to search for the CT keys, which always screws me over in AD. Key Santis, so happy with that.
Yeah, how are you guys liking this Fad Keys mode where you just don't have to worry about the Castle Tower keys?
I like it 100% more than AD Key Sanity, that's for sure.
It's still weird for me, but it's okay at the moment.
Oh yeah, Nobly, I did have one other question for you. One thing that surprised me after you did Swamp and Ice, I was fully expecting you to go finish Skull and Thieves, but you went to Desert first. Can you talk about why you did it that way?
Because I was thinking that Meyer was a pendant, so I was like,
oh.
If I do Bombo's tablet now, I have to do Desert, because if Meyer is a pendant, Flute can be in GT. So that means that I will be done down here. I will never come back, even if I get the small key to Desert. And hoping that just the Flute is in GT. So that was basically since I found Ice Rod and Fire Rod and everything for Turtle Rock, basically, I was like, okay, that's probably a Crystalline and Meyer. We're missing Flute, so probably that's the pendant, and that's probably in GT, so I better just finish this Crystalline right now, do Skullwoods Thieves, check Ped, and then I was gonna go and do North checks and then Pyramid Ferry into Eastern. But things changed during the ways, to be honest. So it worked out, luckily.
And we never did see that Desert Palace Small either.
Interesting. It is MIA. Probably in Turtle Rock somewhere. I basically didn't open anything. I was feeling a little bit behind. So basically I was like, okay, I'm not gonna look for sword. I'm confident with my Master Sword fight. It's fine. As long as I just rush, and if we're both on Master Sword, he's looking for stuff for the sword. I will gain time over not checking anything. If I just
Wow, I'm just seeing the difference in collection rates. I guess most of that is the full clear of GT Basement, but wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have nothing left except for Maya and rest of Turtle Rock.
I think I have big chest in pod, vanilla big key, because when I found all the stuff, I was like, I forgot that I was supposed to death warp when I got the mirror, so I was like, we're not checking this chest now in case this is a pendant. So I forgot about the vanilla big key chest, and when I came back there, it was to clean up pod Eastern and rush. So I did open some chests on the way, like Eastern big and like validation chest, but didn't pay too much out anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it was a huge relief getting the silvers on Trinex.
I can tell you it was a relief, and during my whole GT climb, my heart was just pounding. It was so stressful. I know that Dragonstrike is a good player, so like I look at myself as the weak player in my team, so it's a little bit odd. So, but I think I have a very logical brain, so I can route very good, but my execution is sometimes dropping. Like I bonk a little bit too much, struggle with menus when I'm not supposed to menu and stuff. So there's things to work on.
Well, at any rate, both of you played a great match today. Like you said, it's only about a minute and a half apart, so it turned out to be a really close race at the end. It was a pleasure to watch both of you race this. And,
Yeah.
And we should probably let you get over to the German interview because I know they've been nicely waiting while you've been talking over here.
Yeah, and thank you for the restream and commentators, especially the trackers. You guys are amazing, doing good work.
Yeah, thank you guys, and thanks to C.
Yeah, and good luck to your teams for the other race you guys have this week.
Yep, go Ravens. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Well, I guess that's gonna do it for us here on SpeedGaming 4. Plenty of action still to come up later today. Let me.
Yeah, the next thing up is a double header between Spherefinity and Les French Canadians on SpeedGaming main channel. Those races will be P-Train versus Ninban at 6:40, followed by GFE versus Asclepios Rod at 9:10. And then also at 9:10 on SpeedGaming 2, we have Scrub Casual versus Hitaka. So those should all be great races.
And just stay tuned all week long. There's plenty of races going on. If you're a fan of Link to the Past Randomizer, I assume you are since you're watching this. The link just offers so many matches that you can watch all throughout the day, throughout the whole week. So just keep tuned to the family of SpeedGaming networks.
Yeah, be sure to give SpeedGaming 2 through 6, the ALTTPR League, and the ALTTPR League 2 through 4 a follow because we broadcast on up to 10 different channels if there are a lot of races going. But thank you all for watching. We're not going to cut stream because the runners are doing their German interview. So if you want to practice your German, head over to SpeedGaming Deutsch and you can hear their thoughts in German.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's gonna do it for us, though. So for Jossie or Tracker 2C, I'm Captain 1977. Have a good day.